I mean, for me, it's just a great opportunity. It's why I started playing football in the first place. I always played football because even when I was in Nigeria, I always felt like I always looked forward to compete against the best athletes, and to get a chance to compete against the best athletes in the world. It's a privilege to get to do that in the NFL and go against guys who have been playing this game and guys who respect the game and have sacrificed their whole life to be in that position and go against them. And it's gonna make me better, and it's only gonna show me where I'm at and what I need to work on. And I just look forward to the competition and the practice. Just being in that zone and just going against guys who are just as good as you and just forcing me to bring out just another kind of player out of me. I just can't wait to watch that happen.
You mentioned those sacrifices. What were some of those that you had to take to get to the point that you're at right now?
I mean, it's every day, man. Like even right now, I'm at home. I wake up in the morning. I'm still like working on my mobility. It's because especially when you start getting to the higher level, like a lot of times, a lot of guys call me all the time, and I told them, man, you gotta do every little thing right. And the guys in the pros, I've met a lot of them working out exos, and one thing they do is they do take care of their body, and they spend a lot of time trying to get better. A lot of them watch film, workout. You can't be in the NFL if you're not doing extra. You know, you can get to college without doing extra or like without working out or just cruising by. But anyone's in the NFL is there for a reason, and they've made sacrifices to get to that point. And I respect that. It's hard to get drafted. It's hard to be in the NFL. So to get a chance to be around those guys and just work out with those guys, learn from a lot of them, and just add more tools to your toolbox. It's just a great. It's just I look forward to that experience.
When you were maybe 13 years old living in Nigeria, did you imagine yourself here?
I mean, I tell people all the time. I had dreams sometimes. Like I used to visualize a lot of playing in front of a crowd, but I always thought I would be a soccer player. Then I fell in love with basketball, and I thought I would be a basketball player. And then football came. I just kept working at every sport, just thinking, and believing that one day, uh, I was going to play the sports out on the big stage. But I just didn't have the perfect picture in my mind. But I just always worked hard, believing it was going to happen. I just feel it's like this. The moment you just have a doubt in your mind, you're not going to work out as hard. So you got to visualize every day, regardless of the situation or how bad it is, whether you're on the field or you're on the bench. You just got to keep visualizing it and just watch it unfold. You can't visualize the pain. You can't visualize the struggles. You can only visualize the end point, the glory. So a lot of times it's just what comes with it.
Yeah. When did you really like decide that you wanted to play in the NFL? When did that dream kind of become a reality for you, or when was the point where you realized, oh, you know what, I can do this?
I would say like probably my senior year of high school or junior, right towards the end of my junior year. I mean, my first few games playing football, I always felt football wasn't for me. I always wanted to change back to basketball. I sucked. I jumped offside every time. I didn't know who was blocking me. I'll be running and someone just hits me from the side, and I'm just like, man, why am I even playing this? But I broke my wrist, and then I couldn't play basketball that fall. I just made up my mind. I got more offers. I got a lot of D1 schools, and I started to understand the game, and I started playing faster. And after that, I just realized that I could if I just keep working hard and I understand the game better, I'll play. I could play on a high level, and it's been tough with the injuries and everything, but I was still able to get this opportunity to showcase my ability. So that was when I really felt like I could play in the play in the NFL and going against guys and just getting feedback from offensive linemen. Offensive linemen always keep it real. Whenever you go against an offensive lineman, either at practice or during the game, you always want feedback. You always want to give him your best rush, your best move. You want to be as aggressive as you can, and you want to make him better, and you want him to make you better. So every time I'm at practice, I always talk to the guys after practice, and they tell me, man, you're one of the best guys I've gone against. You're like, man, you're really good at getting to the quarterback, man. So when you keep hearing that and you keep working at it, and it's something I work on a lot. work on my pass rush moves and all that. You keep getting feedback. You just get more confident from your hard work and the feedback you get from your teammates and all the guys you go against, and then you just feel like I'm ready to. I feel like I can take this to the next level, and that was when I started feeling that way.
Mhm. What did you learn about yourself maybe in this process from when you declared for the draft to now signing as a free agent?
I mean, at the end of the day, I just learned that you just at the end of the day, man, it's your story. Only you can write your story. No other person can write your story for you. I remember when I was at USC. I was around a lot of five-star players, great players, and a lot of them had groups. I know more. I don't know a lot of guys who who got to play. So to see all those things happen and just coming, just being new to football, I always told myself, my story is always going to be different. I'm going to do everything I can within my power to put myself in the best position. Like, I'm not going to walk away from the game with regrets. And every decision I make is going to be my decision, and I'm going to live with it for the rest of my life. And that's how because I knew so many guys who couldn't transfer. And, after I transferred, guys called me all the time, like, how did you transfer? How did you know it was going to work out? I said, you never know if it's going to work out. You just got to trust yourself and your hard work. And, when you get in, just work as hard as you can. At some places, sometimes it's not going to be good. Sometimes it's going to be good. But you just got to keep visualizing it being great. And, eventually, even if it's not football that comes out of it, something good is going to come out of it. Like, I didn't know I was going to play football. I started with soccer, and I just kept visualizing myself as an athlete and working hard, basketball, and now I'm in football. Who knows what's going to be next? Maybe I'm going to be a coach. I don't know. So I just gotta keep giving paying dues and working hard at what I do, and eventually something good is gonna come out of it.
Yeah. Is that kind of maybe what got you through adversity? Because it seemed like the odds were maybe a little bit against you. You were injured a little bit towards the end of the season, then initially not maybe hearing your name called in the draft. How did you maybe get through some of that and ultimately be able to reach this point?
I mean, the draft. I was just like, at first I didn't get a combine invite, so I was a little bummed about that. But I was at Exos training, and I met a lot of guys, a lot of pro players over there, and they just kept telling me, I met some guys over there who didn't get a combine invite either, who didn't get drafted, and just told me, it ain't about the draft, it ain't about nothing else. It's about what you do when you get there. So since then, since I've been training for the combine, I wasn't looking at it like I'm training for combine. I'm training for uh, for a scout. I'm training towards being the best player I can be for whatever team I end up in, whatever the situation is. Because like I said, only you can write your story. Uh, you never know. Like if you get caught up in that, you're gonna forget the main focus, which is becoming better every day. I can't control what people say about me. I can't control what people write about me. I can't control what anybody thinks about me, but I can make myself the best player I can be coming into camp in fall, and that's all I'm focused on, and that's what I just focused on throughout camp because the draft is a really tricky process, a very stressful process, and as an athlete, you can get all caught up in that, especially just I don't have no family member who's been through this process before, so I didn't really so
Yeah.
it was my first time really being through going through it and everything. So it was really tough at first, but after talking to those older players and they give me feedback on how it works and how what the NFL is like, and it's about your body, taking care of your body, doing the little things and winning every day, like working on your ankle mobility every morning when you wake up, not giving excuses and being like, oh, I don't have this, and make it work. Make it yourself, and just invest in yourself and make yourself the best player you can be, and eventually you reap your reward. And I just do that. So
Have they talked to you at all about when training camp will be, or is that kind of up in the air at this point?
I mean, it's just up in the air. Like, I don't know. I really have no idea. Like I said, man, I just wake up in the morning and I'm just trying to be the best me I can be. I don't want to have no regrets getting to camp. Like, I should have done this. I should have done that. I just know one thing. Whenever training camp starts, I want to be the best player I can be. That's all I care about. I don't look up when the season's starting. I don't even watch the news. I don't watch TV. I wake up in the morning, go to my meetings, do it on Zoom, and go for my workouts. Come back, get my Epsom salt back, stretch out, roll out, go to sleep, wake up, do the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It's my life,
What
my
do you
job.
talk about in those Zoom meetings? Is it kind of playbook stuff? What does that entail?
I mean, it's just meetings, just be getting to know a system, and just that's it.
Yeah. So what's your day to day look like? You wake up, you stretch, you eat breakfast, then you go for a workout. Is that like a 5 hour thing every day? What do you do?
Oh man, I wake up first, and I do when I wake up, I stretch. I do some corrective exercises to unlock my hips, my T spine, my ankle mobility, get that blood flowing, get everything loose, and then I might roll out a little bit, but not too hard. I roll out more in the night because I can really take time out. Then
Hmm.
I do my meetings, and right after my meetings, and around I grab food. Then after food, go work out. I drive like an hour to the facility I work out at. It's like in Levant, so but it's cool. There ain't no traffic right now. I like driving. It gives me something to leave the house. So I drive over there, work out with my trainer one on one, and we get workout in for like 2, 3 hours or 2.5 hours, and then I hang out there a little bit, stretch out, then head back home, get food, relax, getting my Epsom salt bag or ice. I grab ice from the gas station, like 40, 60 pounds, pour it in my ice tub, take an ice bath, then relax and stretch after that, and
Yeah.
then go to sleep.
And do it all over again, right?
Yeah, man, I'm obsessed with getting my body right now because that's my tool, that's my job now. So I don't want to have no soft tissue issues. Like this ain't college no more. It's a pro, it's a professional, works every day. You don't do your job every day. So to me, because the coach is in there, I still got to do my job because I want to play bad. I want to be the greatest. I want to be the best player I can be. I want to help my team in every way I can.
Yeah. Do you feel like the stakes now have been raised a little higher for you? Like, do you have bigger expectations for yourself now that you're at the next level?
I've always had big expectations for myself, and every time I stepped on the field, I've done that. I've always had big expectations for myself. Even my first year playing, and I didn't even know the game. I always had big expectations for myself. Like my expectations, I know a lot of people say you want to manage your expectations so you don't get disappointed. But I mean, I always have big expectations for myself, man. The guy who is doing it the best at it doesn't have two hands or legs. He has two legs and two hands like me. So I always have high expectations for myself, and he helps me work hard and focus and try to be the me I can be. So my expectations are always high for myself, and I'm going in. I just want to, I just don't want to be. I don't know how to put it. I just don't want to be unprepared. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So that quote stayed in my days. And every day I wake up, and I'm stretching and I'm working. I'm like, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. You don't have to wait till like 1 month till camp. I want to be ready. So whenever it's time, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. How excited are you just to go to New York? What do you like about the Giants, and why do you feel like it's maybe a good fit for you?
Oh man, I can't even start where to start with the Giants, man. It's just a great organization, man. I remember when I started playing football, Lawrence Taylor was my wallpaper for like freaking the first my first 2 years in the States. Lawrence Taylor was my wallpaper. The picture of him sitting on his helmet. I just like Lawrence Taylor. I feel like we're the same size, we're the same everything, and it just happened that I'm going to the Giants, and to just put on the NFL jersey and just put on an NFL helmet is just so surreal for me, and some days I still can't believe it. I just started from just walking down the streets and saying I want to play football, and the New York Giants is just a great organization, and the ownership down to the coaching staff, man. I just can't wait to meet them in person and all I can learn about football. And I'm still learning the game, still new to it, and being around those coaches, it's just awesome, man. I can't wait to meet them in person and just be a student of the game.
Have you been to New York before?
Yeah, I've been there once.
Cool. So what? would you maybe say to yourself, you know, your young self, maybe 7, 8 years ago? What would you tell, you know, that little kid that was just starting to play football? What would be the advice that you would give?
Man, if I had an advice to give to my young self playing football, I would tell myself to I would tell myself to hydrate more, stretch more, and work on your ankle mobility, work on your hip mobility, and being fast and strong doesn't just cut it for you. You know, you need to do the little things that's gonna help you stay healthy and play longer and become more dynamic as an athlete. And that's why I tell every young guy who hits me up now. I tell them, don't just go in the gym because I spend like 5 hours in the gym just lifting weights and doing breath and curls. I'm not saying it's bad, but I just wasn't knowledgeable enough to know that there's a lot more things that goes into being an athlete and getting your body right than just lifting weights at the gym. So if I could see myself 7 years again from now, I'll have told myself, wake up in the morning, stretch your ankles, stretch your hips, stretch your hamstring, open up your T spine, all those little things, and you it's all gonna pay dividends in the end. So I tell young guys now.
You're probably a lot heavier now than you were. You're probably, what, like 50, 75 pounds bigger, taller?
Yeah, because a lot of things happen in the game and in the practices that like bruise you up and just being mobile like just
Yeah.
helps you a lot, especially playing defensive end, outside linebacker. You can get on the guys and make plays better, and you just stay durable. You don't get injured easily. So a lot of old players told me that, and I didn't learn that till in my last year in college. It took me getting injured to know that. So uh, if I saw myself before I got injured, that's what I was saying 7 years ago.
Yeah, for sure. Have you talked to your family back in Nigeria? Are they okay with everything kind of going on with the virus? And have you been in contact with them a little bit?
Yeah, my dad's doing great. Nigeria was on lockdown for a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's all right now. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna get into that right now, but I really don't understand why they were on lockdown. But it is what it is. Everybody has to has to do what they see in the international community.
Yeah.
But everything is fine. I don't think it's in the northern area of Nigeria is a big deal because they didn't follow the social distancing guidelines because a lot more of a Muslim population and they still want to pray and they don't want to stop their religion for
Hmm.
nothing else. And a lot more people are more affected over there, but around the side, my is Lagos area is kind of not a lot of cases.
Yeah. How excited are they for you?
I mean, I can't wait, man. I just can't wait to visit home again, man. It's been a long time. I can't wait to get back and just do a camp and, look for athletes like myself and teach them this beautiful game and try to get some of them out here an opportunity to get a college education and, get exposure and play sports. You never know. There's a lot of athletes back home. I feel like they need a platform, and every day I play, it's hard. I think about them and how they look up to me and how they send me messages every day when I post my workouts and stuff like that. Because a lot of times, they don't know the right workouts to do, and they're not as advanced when it comes to the science of the body as the way we are over here. So I try to post like my workouts every once in a while, even when I don't feel like, just for those guys back home so they can see the right things to do, and I don't have to like reply every message one by one. Just so they see, okay, this is what you do to be more explosive. This is what you do to be a better football player. So I can't wait to get back one day. I've always wanted to and do a camp and set something like gonna help the kids over there and help athletes over there, like get opportunities to come out to other countries like the U.S. or wherever they want to go play any sport. Just get exposure. So I look forward to it my next off season.